We at the ACLU believe that one of the strongest sources of our political power are towns and cities across the United States. Towns and cities have constitutional sovereignty, they have constitutional rights of their own, and we believe cities should be cities of resistance to Donald Trump. So we are leading a campaign to call for freedom cities across the United States, and here's how it will work. So the first thing we need to do is build a set of ideas that we have laid out, 9 draft ordinances to make our city welcoming to all immigrants. So our law enforcement officials have worked with us at the ACLU to come up with 9 draft ordinances that would make our cities welcoming to all immigrants. And these 9 draft ordinances, law enforcement officials have said, are smart police powers. This is smart policing because it means that when we engage in this kind of behavior, we aren't turning our community against one another. It means we aren't tearing apart the community at the seams. It means we're using our law enforcement resources to focus on real priorities. And so these 9 ordinances that our experts have come together on, I think will form the basis of a conversation that we need to have. And so here's what we're asking. The first step is that in towns and communities across the United States, let's set up a meeting with our law enforcement officials. Let's ask our police commissioners, our sheriffs, our local precinct commanders, if they will meet with us and discuss whether our cities can become freedom cities and whether we can resist Donald Trump's radical immigration plan together, right? If we can have this conversation with our law enforcement community, I think we will have made tremendous success in fighting back on Donald Trump's agenda. By the way, do not worry that you're bothering or burdening our law enforcement community with such a request. They work for us. They report to us. They serve us. They have staff who are there to respond to requests from the community. So don't feel like you're doing anything too difficult here. They should meet with us. And if they give you a date, time, and location for such a meeting, go to peoplepower.org, put it on the map so that others in the community are aware of it and can attend that meeting. This is how we start. This is how we build something, right? So I know that this is going to be a little bit hard, a little bit difficult. It's going to take a little time. It's going to be a little complex. But I trust that if we do this together, we will have meaningful impact. This could really change the way Donald Trump goes about his business, right? We can really change and make our country a better country if we go about this way. So go to peoplepower.org, read our action plan, a step-by-step action plan, and let's work to make our cities freedom cities. 2 more things. 2 quick things and I'm done here. 1, we are working together on freedom cities, but we want to hear from you on what ideas and actions you have that you want to do in your cities and communities. What are the things that you're posting to Facebook about and trying to motivate your friends and allies around? Go to peoplepower.org, submit an event, let us know what you're doing in your community so that you can talk to like-minded friends, and we can help you build even more support for what you're trying to do. So I hope you don't come away from this saying, well, I want to do something else, but they didn't let me. Go to peoplepower.org, submit your event that way, all right? And as you're going about it, let me humbly suggest one thought as you're thinking about grassroots actions. You know, as Donald Trump is going about his hate agenda, we need to live our love. We need to live our values. And so if think about it this way, whatever he's doing, let's have an equal and opposite reaction in the opposite direction. So here's what I'm thinking about that. So if he wants to beat up on Muslims, how about we go to a mosque on a Friday afternoon and stand outside with positive signs in support of our Muslim brothers and sisters? If he wants to go after immigrants, how about we go to a naturalization ceremony and shake hands with newly minted citizens and welcome them to the United States? If he wants to beat up on refugees, how about we go find a recently resettled refugee in our community and hold a potluck dinner for them? If he wants to beat up on Planned Parenthood, We're going to go send letters and thanking our Planned Parenthood staff and maybe a contribution as well, right? This is how you should be thinking about it. We're living our values. For everything he does, an equal and opposite reaction. Last thing, I believe in grassroots organizing. I'm going to give you my email address because I want to hear from you. This is actually my email address. It's fshakir@aclu.org. FSHAKIR@aclu.org. I want to hear from you. And before I go, people power on 3. 1, 2, 3.